What's up, everybody? Mike here, and in this video I want to go over the recent gameplay overview details for Flintlock, the Siege of Dawn. We got an extended look at the game recently with a couple of devs, doing commentary on it. So essentially I want to go over what they talked about, summarize it, things like that, and share my opinions on this. I think this game, should get more attention to it, and don't want you guys sleeping on this, because this looks like a very fun up-and-coming Souls-like RPG that you don't want to miss out on. Now, for those that don't know about this game as far as the lore and the sort of brief summary of it, initial information, well, let's dive in. This game is set in the world of Kion 10 years after the door to the afterlife has been opened, allowing the old god's army of the undead to escape from within. The living are on the brink of extinction. It's time for the coalition army to retake their world, embrace vengeance, gunpowder, and magic, and embark on an epic journey to lead mankind's final siege against the tide of the dead. Join Nor Vanek, a member of the coalition army, and your companion Inky, a strange creature gifted with magical powers, in their personal vendetta against the gods. Explore a dangerous open world, fly through the desert sands, journey through cavernous ruins, and unveil the secrets that lie in the towering city of Dawn. Reassemble the Black Stream Sappers, a team of crack explosives and weaponry experts, to lend their skills in the last siege against the gods. You also meet and recruit your former coalition team to devise a plan to break the siege and end the war once and for all. As you travel throughout the world, you can establish your caravan at key rest locations. This is your chance to rest and prepare for your next adventure. The caravan will grow as you meet and recruit former coalition team members to your cause. Each team member is an expert in their chosen field and unlocks crafting abilities and additional quest content. The devs are building on their experience with Ashen. So if you don't know, they actually are the same devs who made Ashen, which came out, I believe, in 2018. Flintlock itself, though, retains elements of the Souls genre and infuses it with rapid mobility, resulting in dynamic and explosive combat. Challenge the gods. Master a demanding yet rewarding combat system, blending axe wielding, gunplay, magic, and more. Unleash powerful combos and embrace your creativity with every encounter. Each enemy's attack pattern needs to be learned and mastered. Extreme mobility is a big part of the gameplay, allowing fluid and fast-paced action using explosive black powder jump and dodge ability. There are three main categories of weapons: many weapons, flintlock pistols, and secondary black powder weapons, including rifles and grenades. The axe, for example, is no woodcutter's tool. It is a brutal, effective weapon, along with other single-handed weapons, providing players with unique combat opportunities. Each weapon has a different modifier to enhance and change gameplay. Flintlock weapons are the primary tool in your arsenal to fight the dead. You restore black powder charges by hitting enemies with melee attacks. Secondary weapons are powerful flintlock firearms that require time and skill to reload. Like traditional black powder weapons of the past, they often only fire a single shot before needing to be reloaded with a skill-based reloading mechanic. Your secondary reloading charges will only replenish when resting. So, preparing in advance and knowing when to deploy them is key to their successful use in combat. Grenades give you new strategic options to deal with enemies. Each type of grenade has a limited number of uses, and you can find more grenades by exploring the world. Much like the secondary weapons, you can restore your grenades by resting. The more grenades you pick up, the more you can throw between rests. Enemies can be engaged in a number of ways. Learning each enemy's moveset and mastering the best attack, counterattack, and defensive moves are key to unlocking the full combat system in Flintlock. A break attack is an attack that cannot be blocked or parried. It will also leave you vulnerable to a follow-up attack. You can interrupt an enemy's break attack with your Flintlock arsenal, leaving the enemy open to a swift follow-up attack. With the right timing, a regular attack can be parried, opening up the enemy to counterattacks and extra damage. The purple bar above the enemy is the priming indicator. Once the enemy is fully primed, you can perform a critical attack, which instantly defeats an unarmored enemy, or strips the armor from a more protected one. Inky's strike inflicts the curse of death on enemies, allowing you to build up prime from a distance before closing in to finish the job. While Inky's curse is active, your melee strikes will also build up the Primal Bar as well as inflicting damage. In addition to the Curse of Death, you can equip different curse stones to Inky. Each stone strikes an enemy differently, such as poison or weakness, status effects. As you increase your bond with Inky, you will unlock powerful magical abilities called Witherings. Inky's Withering gauge will build over time. When it's full, Nor and Inky can fuse together and unleash a devastating ultimate attack. Armored enemies take reduced damage and are less likely to be stunned by your melee attacks. While you can kill an enemy that is armored, you often need to remove it first by fully priming them and using a critical attack. Shields prevent all damage from a frontal attack. You must first remove the shield to attack head-on or find other openings. Ripping off the shield exposes an enemy to a direct attack. The currency in Flintlock you will use is called Reputation and represents your renown and experience. It can be spent to obtain skills, items, and craft upgrades for your weapons and armor. Engaging in combat and defeating enemies is one of the best ways to build your reputation. The combat reputation multiplier rewards you for using unique moves in combat. Each unique strike, jump, or dodge you weave in builds your multiplier and increases the amount of reputation you get. But be careful. If you take damage, you will lose your multiplier and the additional reputation that has been gained. You can choose to bank your reputation at 80th point, and the multiplier will be reset to 0. Hamlets are settlements around the world that have become overrun with the dead. Defeating the boss will free the hamlet. The people will return to their normal lives, and you gain access to the local coffee shop. Yes, I believe that's what they said in the video, is they're referring to this as a coffee shop. Every coffee shop has a host. Hosts are mysterious creatures who care for the local inhabitants. A host will give you an extra health restoration flask as a reward for getting rid of the dead. Essentially, this is the Estus flask that you seen in like Souls games. You'll also gain access to the shop where you can cash in your reputation to buy clothing items and customize your look. Since the coffee shop is a central hub for every hamlet, hosts know everything going on in the local area and will offer up rumors which form the basis of Flintlock's side quests. These are an excellent way to fully explore an area, unlock new items, and enhance your experience of the story. Even if you're not on a dedicated quest, it's always worth exploring off the main path, as there are often more challenging enemies and greater rewards to get. So that wraps it up for this video, and with learning all these new details, I am more excited about this game and how fun it can be to play once it's released. Keep in mind, this will be coming to Game Pass day 1, so if you're unsure about this game and don't want to pay full price, then try it out on Game Pass first to see if you like it. I hope this video was helpful to you, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like along with a comment about your thoughts on the game so far. My name's Mike, thanks for watching.